The plan for today was to fish an area called Marsh Bay and Marsh Bay Creek. This is an area that's near Titusville, and it's accessible from Black Point Wildlife Drive. You got to pay a $10 fee to get to it, but I feel that it's worth it because there's less pressure in this area. The reason why I chose this area was the prevailing winds the past couple of days have been coming straight from the north. And what that does is it pushes all the little microorganisms and phytoplankton and that kind of stuff against that north face shoreline. And what that does is it congregates the bait fish in the area, because the bait fish are like predators, they're following their food. So my hope was that there was going to be a lot of bait fish there. And in turn, with bait fish, follow predator fish. So we're going to work this area and follow along Tony's game plan of this past week and hit all these little points and then these pockets and at the creek mouths along the way. We're going to go from this side all the way over to this side and see what we can find out. Now, what I'm going to start throwing in the morning is a topwater plug. What I like to bring with me is 3 different rods and reels. One with a topwater, one with the middle of the water column lure, something like a paddle tail. That's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to also have another rod that's going to be rigged up with a small twitch bait, just in case I run across some calm water and we find some sight casting opportunities to some tailing fish. With the wind being the way that it is, the way that it's predicted, going from the east to the west, or east southeast to the west, I'm probably not going to get much calm water, but some of these little coves in this area and maybe even in this creek might have some opportunities for sight casting. So we're going to have one of those rods rigged up with a jerkbait just in case we run across that. But it'll be a topwater, a paddle tail, and a jerkbait, and we'll be armed for whatever comes our way. So as you could tell by that video, it was an absolutely epic day that day. I didn't even have a chance to film all of the fish that I caught. In the morning, the bite was really, really hot. It was one right after the other. Started the day off right here with a Spook Junior. Switched the inline hooks out for safety. Tied it on with a loop knot, as you can tell there. This was really, really good in the morning. The trout were all over it. Basically what I was doing was anytime that I found a school of mullet and they were just acting funny, just a little bit different, cast to the area, work the lure, twitch, 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 and the trout would just blow up on it. It was an insane bite this morning. After about, say, 8 or 9 o'clock, the bite on the topwater slowed down, and I switched over to the Slam Shady 2.0, rigged on an owner twist lock with a 1/8 ounce weight. That was the ticket for the rest of the day. I didn't have to throw anything else. I was able to catch multiple trout over 20 inches, with the biggest one being somewhere in the 25, 26 inch range. And we got a black drum, got snook, got redfish, completed the slam. It was a really, really good day. I'm glad the plan worked out the way that it did, and it just shows you how important pre-planning is. Not just look at what the wind is going to do for the day, but also look what it's been doing. So with that north wind coming and blowing all that food in for the bait fish, what happened was the bait congregated in this one area along the shoreline, and just like Tony's videos was saying, we actually were fishing the points and the coves and the pockets just like he was, and even though we were fishing in a different area, the bite was exactly the same. So that's what the trend was for the day. Glad it turned out. Had a great day, and if the weather holds out like this, that plan should work out continually until this water warms up and gets really, really hot. So hopefully we'll be able to keep on catching fish like this, and we'll have a good spring.